we've got this first question here, which says that this is from a skeptic, so somebody here today, so hello, whoever you are. You are especially welcome. The question says, I've always wanted to believe, but I'm afraid I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. I've never felt like a part of my family due to lifelong abuse. I want to belong to something and to be loved. How can I even begin my journey to follow Christ? I thought that was a really poignant, amazing question. Thank you to whoever put that one in. And it relates to what you were saying, because it speaks about motive and a concern about motive in that journey towards belief. So, Jana, what would you start to say to this person?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say sorry for whatever abuse that you experienced at the hands of your family or a religious person. There were often stories in my among the folks in my study. I had several just very traumatic stories that they just could not see God in any kind of positive light at all. It was interesting to me that over time they were able to somehow distance themselves or try to not, you can't deny what has happened to you in your own experience. Certainly, I mean, I think Amy spoke to it well last night in terms of the Christian worldview is the only one that takes suffering seriously and looks at it for what it is and calls it brokenness. And we can look at broken people who hurt people, and have a reason and a way to look at the damage that can do, that sometimes we don't deserve the treatment that's given us. And we can look at a God who has made himself personal to us and who suffers for us and with us and understands our suffering. So if there's a way in which you can not again separate yourself from what has happened, but look at it perhaps from another perspective in terms of at least the Christian understanding of the reality that we are living in a broken world and broken people do horrible things, and even to us. But beyond that, we need to look as also, I think you had a good piece of advice yesterday when you were speaking about the possibility of hell and that these going there, that we have to come to a place where we're willing to say, is this true? Is this true? Yes, that happened to me. And yes, those experiences were horrible. But is this true? Is God the real source of love? If I'm looking for love, and we all are, if I'm looking for full acceptance in Christ without anything that I'm doing, is that true? Is there really a God like that? A God of grace, a God of love, and willing to go there. And I would say, pray for the Lord to show you. Pray for the Lord to bring people around you who can demonstrate the love of Christ, who can show you perhaps in ways that are very specific to you what it means and what it feels like to be whole in the light of your past brokenness. We worship a God of redemption who redeems past experience.
That's great, Jana. I think I would add to this that I would want to speak to your concern that you might be doing it for the wrong motive or the wrong reason. And I guess just to question that a little bit and say, imagine you were, on a cruise ship and the cruise ship was going down and there was a lifeboat available or a life raft. And you could see it and it was about to be taking off and you're standing there thinking, oh, is there a wrong motive of me wanting to get on that life raft? I think I would encourage you that if you are sensing that as a human being you have been created to be loved and to belong to someone greater than you and to belong to community, to family, that instinct itself in you has been placed there by God. That is evidence that you're not just here as a result of blind chance or meaningless indifference, that you are a person who is actually beloved, that desire to belong and to know love has been intentionally placed in you by your Creator, precisely because there is the possibility of that being fulfilled. And so my encouragement to you today would be to ask Christ into your life right now. And if you are here, I'd love to do that with you. So maybe in the break, just come and find me on the front row, and we can pray together. It's never too soon. You know, the moment is now. Let's do it. Let's begin that relationship with God. God is just a prayer away from every single one of us. Jesus went to the cross for you, so don't wait. Don't worry about whether your motive is pure enough to come to him. His cross covers even that, if there is a worry about that. So, praise God.